Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Donna, and I am the Creole Crafter. Today, I have two fall farmhouse DIY projects for you: a planter box and a shelf sitter. So let's get started with DIY number one. Here's what I have for the shelf sitter. I have some Aleene's Tacky Glue, a page out of Dollar Tree's Farmhouse 2026 calendar, a piece of scrapbook paper, one of Dollar Tree's double wooden pumpkins. Now the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the tag and the bead hanger off of our pumpkin. And you just pulled it right off. It's just held with a little dab of glue. And we want to separate our pumpkins. So I'm using my paint scraper. You may use whatever you have. And I'm going to pry or attempt to pry them apart. Well, they were really stuck together. They didn't want to separate, so I used my heating tool because I'm thinking, okay, there's some adhesive on here that is really good. So I used my heating tool to melt it a little bit, go back to my paint scraper and pop them apart. But what I did not realize was that after I struggled a little bit and popped that wooden piece, there were three tacks or three nails holding it together, and that's why it was kind of hard. I had to use some muscle strength to get them apart, but I managed it. So I'm taking my little nippers and I'm pulling those tacks out of it, and I'm gonna dispose of them because I won't be using them to put it back together with. And there was a little glitter on the wording. I just scraped the glitter off. Now I'm going to place my calendar sheet on there. I only want the house. So I'm going to cut that out. Place it on the pumpkin. Use the Aleene's Tacky Glue to adhere it to the pumpkin. Smooth it out with just my fingers. And there weren't too many wrinkles in it because the calendar sheet is not like a napkin. When you decoupage it, it is thicker than a napkin, so you won't get as many bubbles and wrinkles as you would if you were decoupaging a napkin. And as you can see here, I will be using a generous amount of the tacky glue because that calendar sheet can hold it. It is pretty sturdy. After I had adhere it to the pumpkin, I'm going to set it aside so that it can completely dry. And then I'll take the larger pumpkin and the scrapbook paper and I'll do the exact same steps with this one. After they both were completely dry, I just took my sanding block and with a downward motion, sanded off all of that excess from around both pumpkins. And now it's time to put them back together again. So I'm going back with the original wood block that it had, and all I'm going to do is use some hot glue to do that with. And I almost had a boo-boo. So I had to turn that block around because I had it going the wrong way. And I absolutely love the way this piece came out. I added some jute twine and a jute twine bow to both stems, and you'll see more of it in the final reveal. Moving on to DIY number two. Here's the supplies that I have for this project. I have just a scrap piece of a placemat from last year, some floral foam, and a wooden crate, some jute twine, some pumpkin scatters, a some Spanish moss, and a greenery pick, and everything came from Dollar Tree. Now, the first thing that I want to do is I want to add some jute twine to both handles on a crate. So I'm just going to start it out with a little dab of hot glue and just wrap it around that handle until I get it completely covered, and I'll do the same for both. But of course, if this is not your thing, you do not have to wrap your handles. You can leave them just as they are. And I decided not to paint or stain my crate. You can paint or stain yours if that's what you like, but I just wanted to leave mine in that natural state. Now that both of the handles are wrapped, the next thing that I'm going to do is that scrap piece of placemat that I had, I placed it against the crate, got a measurement, cut it down to size, and I'm going to use some hot glue to apply it to the front of the crate. You can use paint to do this with, or you can decoupage a napkin, or whatever your heart desires. And I decided to go with this just to add some color to the crate since I didn't paint or stain it. And I also decided that I wanted to add feet to my crate, which is going to be a planter box. I just took the two tumbling tower blocks, I glued them to the bottom, but later you'll see where I took another tumbling tower block, cut it in half, to extend the feet all the way across the bottom of the planter box. I'm going to add my floral foam inside of the box. And then I'm going to take my little pumpkins and whatnot, everything I have, and I am going to create some picks because these are labeled as table scatters from Dollar Tree. So all I did was took a stem that I had left over, and I saved those when I pulled the flowers off for other projects. I saved the stems, and I'm going to use those to create picks to the pumpkins and the acorn. So right here what I'm doing is I'm going to cut down that greenery pick, and then I'm just going to insert everything into a planter box until my eyes are happy. And you can create yours to match your decor or whatever your heart desires. And here is the final reveal. I think these two came out absolutely gorgeous. I love the pumpkin. I love the way that came out. And yeah, I hope you like it as much as I do. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. Let me know if you are going to recreate either of these projects, and let me know which one is your favorite. I want to take this time and thank all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. You are so deeply appreciated. And hey, all my newbies, hello and welcome to the family. Thank you also. You are deeply appreciated. If you are just stopping by today, thank you for stopping in and spending a part of your day with me. And if there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing so you too can become a part of my YouTube family. And if so, Don't forget the notification bell. Click it, drop down, click all, because then YouTube will notify you when I upload another fantastic video. Okay, guys. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.